Hello there, time to carry on with our chapter 3 of George's Marvellous Medicine. This is the chapter where George begins to make the medicine. This is the medicine for his really nasty granny, not like any other granny I've ever heard of. And he wants to make a medicine that will make her a bit better, really. So, yesterday we had toothpaste going in, and I think we had shaving foam. So all sorts of really interesting things. Let's find out what else gets put in the marvellous medicine. He found another jar of creamy stuff labelled hair remover. Smear it on your legs, it said, and allowed to remain for 5 minutes. George tipped it all into the saucepan. There was a bottle with yellow stuff inside it called Dishworth's Famous Dandruff Cure. That's those little bits of white that sometimes are in your hair. There was something called Brilliant for Cleaning False Teeth. It was a white powder. In that went too. He found another aerosol can. Nevermore Ponking Deodorant spray. Guaranteed, it said, to keep away unpleasant body smells for a whole day. Well, she could use plenty of that, George said, as he sprayed the entire canful into the saucepan. Liquid paraffin, the next one was called. It was a big bottle. He hadn't the faintest idea what it did, but he poured it in anyway. That, he thought, looking round him, was about all from the bathroom. On his mother's dressing table in the bedroom, George found yet another lovely aerosol can. It was called Helga's Hair Set. Hold 12 inches away from the hair and spray lightly. He squirted the whole lot into the saucepan. He did enjoy squirting aerosols. Okay, there's a picture of George pouring the things into that double-handed saucepan. There was a bottle of perfume called Flowers of Turnips. That doesn't sound nice. It smelled of old cheese. In it went. In it, too, went a large round box of powder. It was called Pink Plaster. There was a powder puff on the top, and he threw that in as well for good luck. I think that's the sort of thing that ladies put on their skin. He found a couple of lipsticks. He pulled the greasy red things out of their little cases and added them into the mixture. The bedroom had nothing more to offer, so George carried the enormous saucepan downstairs again and trotted into the laundry room. There were shelves full of all kinds of household items. A laundry room might be where you keep your washing machine or your tumble dryer if you've got it. It might be a special room for that. The first one he took down was a large box of Super White for automatic washing machines. Dirt, it said, will disappear like magic. George didn't know whether Grandma was automatic or not, but he was certainly a dirty old woman. So she'd better have it all, he said, tipping in the whole boxful. Then there was a big tin of Waxwell floor polish. It removes filth and foul messes from your floors and leaves everything shiny. George scooped the orange-coloured waxy stuff out of the tin and plonked it in the pan. There was a round cardboard carton labelled Flea powder for dogs. Keep well away from dog food, it said, because this powder, if eaten, will make the dog explode. There you go. Good, said George, pouring it all into the saucepan. He found a box of canary seed on the shelf. Oh, perhaps that'll make the old bird sing, he said. And in it went. I think the old bird is actually his grandma. Next, George explored the box with the shoe cleaning materials. Brushes and tins and dusters. Well now, he thought, Grandma's medicine is brown, so my medicine must also be brown, or she'll smell a rat. That means she'll work it out. The way to colour it, he decided, would be with brown shoe polish. The large tin he chose was labelled dark tan. That's a very dark brown. Splendid. He scooped it all out with an old spoon and plopped it into the pan. He would stir it up later. On his way back to the kitchen, George saw a bottle of gin standing on the sideboard. Grandma was very fond of gin. That's a grown-up drink. She was allowed to have a small nip of it every evening. Now he would give her a treat. He would pour in the whole bottle. He did. Back in the kitchen, George put the huge saucepan on the table and went over to the cupboard that served as a larder. A larder is where you might keep all your tins of food. The shelves were bulging with bottles and jars of every sort. He chose the following and emptied them into the pan one by one. A tin of curry powder, a tin of mustard powder, a bottle of extra hot chilli sauce, a tin of black peppercorns, and a bottle of horseradish. Those are all really strong flavours he's put in there. There, he said aloud, that should do it. George, came the screechy voice from the next room. Who are you talking to in there? What are you up to? Nothing, Grandma, absolutely nothing, he called back. Is it time for my medicine yet? No, Grandma, not for about half an hour. Well, just don't you forget it. I won't, Grandma, George answered. I promise I won't. And there he is, calling out to Grandma. I hope you enjoyed that chapter. I'm glad our pumpkin recipes didn't have all those ingredients in it. That would have been really, really disgusting. Oh, the next chapter's called Animal Pills. Oh, she's not going to put... You're not meant to do that, are you? You're not meant to take anybody else's medicine, including animals. Oh dear. Let's find out what happens tomorrow. You take care. See you later. Bye.